Okay, so it's no secret I like white and red. You know, I can't really hide it. I'd have to change the wallpaper and everything, although I'm not wearing white and red today, but you get the point. So, competition, yes, clearly a competition, but I've added a little bit, just a little bit of a custom touch to it. And it is only a little bit, because in all honesty, I only, you know, got a bit of paint on it. Now I know other YouTubers at this point would be doing all of the funky B-roll stuff to show you what's going on inside and all that sort of thing. I'm not really that way inclined, if I'm honest. I'd probably make a mess of it if I tried to do it. But essentially what we have in here is there is a Ryzen 1600 at the heart of the system. And then we have the Arctic motherboard from MSI. That is an MSI 1070 in there as well. Now, ages ago, I got an extra cooler from MSI, which was the Quicksilver cooler. So what I ended up doing was swapping out the old kind of black and red one, which I've never really particularly liked, and put this one in its place. Now the reason why I did that is the lights on these, they're like a grey sort of white colour, there's no red on it at all. And then the end part was silver up here, and I've popped that off and I've painted it white. The back plate was also silver, but you get the funky MSI logo on the end of it, which lights up. And thankfully the power points were on my standard 1070 still. So what I did is I took the LED panel out, I've painted the back plate white, put it all back together, and we've ended up with what's basically basically it's the TTL edition of the 1070 basically. So it's a nice nice white and red one, and then the cooler itself is another MSI cooler. Now they brought that out for Ryzen. It was actually the first Ryzen cooler that I had in, and handily the end pops off. Well, pops off. You can unscrew it, and you can see that it's got red LEDs on it as well. So the cover for that is another thing that got hit with a bit of paint. You can see the white and red HyperX memory there as well. There's a HyperX solid state drive, all kind of nestled underneath as well. It's a 480 gigabyte one. It's looking for the box and I can't find it, but it is around. Yeah, it's the Savage. Hang on. So there we go. So 480 gigabyte Savage. And then the other things with the motherboard is that it did have some blue accents on the heat sinks for the VRM. So you can see that that's now been changed to red. That's just some pinstripe for a car. But then there was some, if we slide you down, there was some blue accents underneath the chipset heatsink as well. Now I'm not going to be able to show you with the camera, but I probably will overlay some pictures. But I took the heatsink covers off because they were silver, and I've painted those white, and then the little bits of blue that you could see underneath, they are now red as well. So we've kind of covered all of that. So the specs. Ryzen 1600, the memory is 2666. You know, 3200, yes, it would have been better, but they didn't do it in the white and red HyperX. So I've gone with colours in that respect. We've got the MSI Arctic motherboard at the heart of it. I keep saying Arctic, it's the Tomahawk Arctic. Then the power supply wise, the peeps at Overclockers sorted me out, and I do need to show you the box because it is rather nice. But the reason why you've got custom cables in there is, right, so power supply is a 650 watt Leadex gold. Reason why I went with this is it's white. I can show you around the back. So it's white, but they do direct replacement cables. It's a complete cable kit, so you can order them from Overclockers as well. I actually use those cables in my server. Is it in my server? No, it's in my racing rig. I apologise. So I got a set of cables from them as well. That's why they're black and red. It just made it nice and easy, nice and simple, and then you get the Superflower build quality. So it's, you know, Superflower are one of the power supplies that I would use personally. Those, I don't need to name another brand, but I'm sure you can work it out. Case is an Anidees. Now, it's the Anidees Crystal, but it's the white version. Now, the white version does have a black front panel, and the panels around the back are normally heavily smoked as well. You can actually, if we get it in the right light, you can see the solid state drive back there and stuff. We've tried to make it as clean and tidy around there as possible, but I did have a kit for a clear window, so you can buy the windows separately. So essentially we've left the black one on the back, although if I'm honest, might even put the clear one around there, but we put the clear one around the front. So the lighting in the case, there's a little bit going on behind the motherboard, as you can see, because the motherboard does have some lights there, but everything else is just being lit by the fans. There is a fan control on the front, so you can turn the fans down if you want, which turns the lights down as well, and you can even turn them off, which is a bit nuts, but they will eventually spin down. We've had them on the high mode. They're not noisy at all, to the point where I could sit next to it and use it. Yes, you can hear them, but it's not, you know. Anyway, so this is the system that you can win. And if you would like to win it, the link is underneath. You can go to the OC3D website and you can have a look there. We've actually been leaking pictures about what's going on for this on the forums for ages. So if you'd like to go and take part in the forums, you can do, and we would welcome you to as well, because I will be putting little extra ways to enter on the forums, you know, going forward. I'm going away to CES, and I'm probably going to be putting little kind of bonus ways to enter and stuff that you can go and hunt for and find. So there's always stuff like that going on with the forum community. So it's going to be totally up to you how involved you want to get, or you can just do the simple kind of go to the website and enter kind of way. But I'd love to know what you think. I genuinely would love to know what you think. So anyway, enter, that's the prize. Go to the website, follow the link, share it to your friends, because, you know, at the end of the day, the more entries that we get, the more likelihood you are of getting more competitions. It's just the way it works. Anyway, let me know.